welcome back to Sowing Seeds with Love. This is my dear friend Kat, and I'm really happy that I got to come back to her house because take a look over here. I just helped her start her garden, but I'm really proud of her that she's been watering it every day, and we finally see babies. We see cucumber growing on both sides. Her zucchini started, and for some reason the green beans didn't take. So what we're doing is we're gonna put another row of green beans in, and hopefully they'll take this time. Okay. Today we are going to be mulching, and so this is Texas native mulch. It is organically grown, but what's so awesome about this mulch is it's not that thick, coarse mulch. I usually like to use that one for drainage. This one is going to hold in the moisture. And not only that, but this is native to Texas. So what they've done is they've taken lots of different kinds of woods, have shredded them, but the wood comes from trees that are native to Texas. So it's not gonna just be a ground cover, it's also gonna give our plants some nutrients. And so if you take a look at this, it looks nice, dark, and rich. You normally don't see this with mulch, but this is definitely going to be good ground cover. And we're going to be applying it today around her cucumber and zucchini because here in Texas, the heat has been really bad. And what we want to do is we want to make sure that this is on and around it, so that way the roots are going to stay nice and cool. And then we're going to see her babies get bigger. Okay, so we've got our Texas native mulch. And I'm going to show my dear friend Miss Kat here how to get it going. So all I do is I take quite a bit in my hand like this, 2 handfuls, and then I'm just going to go all the way around the plant and just kind of give it a little bit of a press, so we're kind of compacting. This is going to definitely keep it covered because of the Texas heat, and it's going to, every time that we water, all the moisture is going to stay underneath and keep the roots cool. A lot of people think that when they see plants wilted, oh, the plant's drying out. But really, it's not so much just the leaves, it's the roots underneath that are not staying cool. So we're gonna go ahead and do this to the zucchini. Go ahead and do a little bit more. Want to get it about at least 1 to 2 inches thick. Good job. And then we're gonna also do the cucumber. So, all right, you're doing a good job. Yes, mulch is very important because with this Texas heat, the mulch serves a purpose, and as we're putting it on there, like I said, it's going to keep the roots under control and keep them cool. Did you know that?
No, I didn't. Actually, when we would buy mulch, it was more for just for looks and to make sure everything looked nice. I didn't realize it actually served an actual purpose.
Yes, no, especially this kind. This is really good stuff here. And like I said, I really like that it's native to Texas. So that's a good thing. All right, I think we did most of it. Is there anything else? You know what? We should probably do the marigolds. You want to do the marigolds over there as well? Okay, you can cut.
Actually, I planted some more marigold seeds on each side. Should we still mulch that?
You know what? I'm glad that you told me that, because no, we actually shouldn't. In fact, you should never mulch where you've laid down seeds, because then what we're doing is we're compressing it and blocking them from them rising up to the top, and that kind of defeats the purpose of us using potting soil where it's loose and we want them to come up. So actually, no, I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, so I put some in pots, but I also put a few on each side of the actual plant.
Okay, so we'll wait on that. What you do want to do is make sure, and this goes to everybody out there, make sure that you guys are mulching only established plants like these. Okay, if you start mulching the area where you've laid down seeds, your seeds will not come up. It's good to know. And one more thing else I want to tell you before we end this video on using Texas native mulch is that the mulch also acts as a splash pad. So, you know, a lot of times when you're watering, it kind of splashes everywhere. Yes. It causes the soil to move out of the way.
Yes.
Well, this is going to be a barrier to where when you're watering, it's going to be kept in place, and it's going to keep the water in place, everything, the soil in place. And what we don't realize sometimes is when we're watering, we'll end up uprooting some of our plants. We just want to make sure that we look out for that. Anytime you see an exposed root, that's not good. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, So today I brought, we're also going to do a little repotting and some transferring. Today I uprooted this from my garden at home. It's basil. It's going to look sad. I just want to let you know that anytime that you pull a plant out of its environment, you're pulling the roots up, it's going to go into some shock, okay? And if you take a look closer, this is basil. And basil, if you end up taking the tops off, all you do is just pinch off the top like this. I'm going to do it, and I know she's going to be like, my heart. She doesn't like when I have to do these things, but it's very fragrant. You smell that?
Oh,
and
yeah.
these are really refreshing to put in your salads, and so I don't know if you want to.
So I can use that.
Oh, you can eat
Okay.
it or whatever. The good thing about basil is not only is it got good health benefits, it's healthy for you, but you can also use it to scare away some insects. Lots of insects don't like the strong fragrant smell of basil, and so I think it's a great companion, especially to tomatoes, cucumbers. I always try to put basil around my garden along with like the marigolds. Okay, all right. And then what we're gonna do is, Kat made this nice mixture. You want to tell us what's in this?
So it's just a mix of garden soil and potting mix.
Potting
Just
mix.
kind of
Mix
it
it in
up
there,
and-
so we kind of got both components. We're gonna add in some blood meal, and I love this stuff. I know it was on my other video, so is the bone meal. But what I like about this one is perfect, excuse my dirty fingers, it's perfect for leafy garden vegetables. Okay, and so when we're getting this established in her garden, transferring it from mine, it's gonna go into some shock. This is gonna help it. So we're gonna put probably, I don't know, what would you say that's in there? About a half cup? I think it's about a cup, only because we have a lot of soil here. So we're just gonna mix that in really good. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is this great mixture, I'm gonna add this potting soil toward the bottom just to kind of fill in, because if you can see, we're gonna put it down here and cinder block. And I know in my other video I talked about when we were planting seeds that you can plant anywhere where you're gonna have a soil set up. We're gonna, instead of putting mulch in the bottom, we're just gonna put this potting soil in here. And it goes all the way down through 2 cinder blocks, kind of push it, compact it in there. But I'm gonna use this wonderful mix that she had here. And we're gonna add this in here. It's got the blood meal in it. Kind of making a mess here, Miss Cat.
That's okay. It'll wash away.
Okay. I don't know if I put too much, because I know we also have soil from the actual plant itself. I'm gonna have to pull some out and then fill it in as we go. Okay, anytime that you are transferring plants, you don't just pull them out. Okay, you get your fingers underneath the 2-finger V, put them underneath. You're gonna go like this, and then we're gonna set this on top right here, and then we're just gonna get it down in there. Notice how I didn't squish down on the plant. I always use my 2-finger V, and just get that in there like that. And then I'm gonna take some more of her mix, and I like to be gentle and just lift up the leaves, go all the way around, fill in those gaps, and there we go. And I just don't want you to be surprised, Miss Cat, but it's gonna look very sad at the beginning.
Okay.
And then there we go. Okay, and then we'll just have to wash away all this remnants here, but there you go. Got our basil in. And then once again, she ended up buying from the dollar store, I think, Kat. You bought those cute little, I don't know, they look like labels to write your plants on and stick them in.
Yeah, little picks.
Yeah, they were so cute. So she's got these white ones, and we can just write basil on there. But filling in all those holes, make sure we get the air out. All right, it's done. On the other video that I recently made when we were talking about planting seeds, I had only on hand blood meal, which is great because it's perfect for leafy green vegetables, especially like your spinach, and it is a great source of nitrogen, but I didn't get to show you the bone meal. I had already ran out because I use it a lot. This is actually a good source of calcium, and it promotes strong roots for early growth. So it's perfect for vegetables, flowering plants. I mean, and honestly, these two work really good together. So Miss Cat here had her mixture of garden and potting soil mixed up together, and as you can see, it's very fluffy. So anytime she's ready to add more to her garden, or she wants to plant seeds, she has this readily available. We already mixed in the blood meal, so now we're just gonna go ahead and I kind of eyeball everything, but I'm just gonna put in a cup of some of this bone meal, and as you can see, it definitely looks different in color. So you can, both bags I got on Amazon, they look the same. It's by this brand called Burpee, and then of course the blood meal looks darker, and then this looks kind of like sand dust or sand sawdust. There you go, that's the word, sawdust. But I'm just gonna mix it all in there, and then that way she's got a great mixture that she can keep on hand and just use in her garden whenever she wants. Has great amendments in it, and I think that's the most important thing is when you're planting, your soil needs to be healthy. Healthy soil, healthy plants. Okay, that's it. All right, so today at my friend Kat's house, we're kind of doing it all. We're even gonna do some fertilizing. So this is a great tool to use. We always have one of these on hand in our garden because even though we may use nozzles, like, I'm watering myself, this is actually really creative. She just took her sprinkler and turned it upside down to get that shower effect, and it's very gentle. But we need to be able to put in here our fertilizer. So what we're using, I know she loves the way this smells. Smells like SeaWorld actually, but this is organic liquid fish, and it is a fish emulsion I got on Amazon. We can actually use this, but I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna get stinky when it's on your hands. With this size and a gallon size bucket, you're gonna want to put 4 of these little tops on there in there. So just, and I kind of eyeball it, so I would normally pour it in there, but we're gonna put 4, and it's really stinky. Come on, Miss Cat, count. 2, 3,
1 more,
and 4. And you know what? I'm going to stick my hand and rinse it in there. You're gonna get really stinky. You gotta make sure you wash your hands really well. Okay, so we're gonna put this, and we're gonna make sure that the rest of this is filled up. Miss Cat loves to use rainwater, but it has not rained here in San Antonio. So we're just filling up with the hose. And we're gonna get that completely filled up, and as you can see, it looks like a slightly different color in there. This is awesome. This is what I call my liquid gold. All right, and then you just wanna make sure that when we're watering, we're putting it right where the roots are at. Of course, it's gonna go everywhere, and it's okay, but generally the rule is not to wet the leaves, but you know what, in my world, that doesn't happen. And my leaves are usually okay. I'm gonna come over here and give this wash some of it. I like that. I like the mulch. It's not splashing back at us. Let's rinse these leaves though. Okay. Keeping everything intact. We're gonna come over here and do our cucumbers. Oh, your plants look so healthy, Miss Cat.
Yeah.
We're gonna rinse these leaves off here. You smell that, Miss Katie? Mm-hmm. Okay, and then we're gonna get our basil. And this guy's gonna probably look sad for a while. Kind of making a big old mess here. Oh yeah, underneath there. Okay. We're gonna give some to the marigold.
So is it possible that since I planted those seeds in 108-degree weather, is it possible that they may not come up?
Yeah, and no, and we'll just wait. And like I said, if they don't come up, then you just put some more in there. Which we forgot to tell y'all, we're gonna fill this back up and add some more fertilizer. But we went ahead and added more green bean seeds. For some reason, her green bean seeds weren't coming up. And now that this soil is established, it's nice and warm, everything should work out good. We should be getting green beans soon. Okay. That's fine. And actually, you know what? Don't even worry about that. Okay. A lot of times we're always trying to pull all the weeds, and sometimes if you just let the weeds do their thing and kind of intermingle here and there, it's not going to hurt them. Sometimes the weeds can even be a good cover. Okay. So yeah, only if you see that it's taking nutrients. But we're going to go ahead and plant seeds of love. we got Miss Cat some zinnias. And we're also going to plant some sunflowers. My sunflowers are taking off in my garden. I'm really excited.
So do they actually give off seeds?
The edible ones do. These I just get them because it's for the pollinators, the bees. The bees will come around more.
Okay, so there's certain types of actual sunflower. Okay.
Yeah.
Did not
These just look really pretty.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you want to?
Seeds for that?
Well, we're just going to sprinkle a little bit in here. Okay. We're just going to sprinkle them. Zinnias are a little bit different. They're definitely bigger than the marigold seeds.
Okay, yeah.
But we're just going to sprinkle a pinch of them. So, I'm going to sprinkle some on top in there. And then I'm just going to put a layer of soil over. And we'll see what comes up. And zinnia, they kind of grow almost like a weed. Once they grow, girl, and they drop their seeds from their flower, oh, they're going to be all over. And they're great. Okay. We're done with that. We'll have to water that. I'm going to get ready to water everything else. And then come over here. Okay. And then we'll put some on that side. And the cool thing about zinnias is there's not, like I said, it grows almost like a weed. It's not like maintaining anything. So just let them grow. You don't even have to get back here and do anything with them. You know what? Let's see. Maybe if I just go like this. Yeah, I'm probably missing the hole there, aren't I?
No, you got it.
Okay. It's kind of hard to see back there. Let's see. Get that in there. Yeah, this area is hard to get to, but that's what I'm saying. You don't have to maintain zinnias, which is good. They just grow really pretty for the pollinators.
Are those zinnias too or sunflowers?
Let's do zinnias on this side, and we're going to do sunflowers in here.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do zinnias there. Okay. Oh, love our dirty hands. We didn't wear gloves today. Sprinkle some of those in there.
Funny thing is, since you've introduced me to all of this, I haven't had a desire to have my nails done.
Yeah. I took my nails off for the summer because I'm like,
Yeah.
I had them, but I'm like, no, I don't need them right now. Why they get all dirty and fall off anyways. Okay. We'll go a little bit shallow on that so we have room for this one. I don't know if we're going to have enough for the sunflowers, but let's see if we can fill this one up. It's kind of hard. Maybe I go this way. Well, Miss Cat, we used up your mixture.
Okay.
Oh, let's see. I wonder.
More.
Do you have any more potting soil, or that's it?
Yes.
Because maybe we can just
A
add.
little bit more.
Perfect, and then we can add a little bit.
Not much.
Oh no, this is perfect. Like it's gonna fill it up perfect. So what I'll do is I'll just take this one more time. Just put it in here. Okay. And we don't have to worry because all the amendments are down at the bottom, and they're gonna dissolve and be good as we're watering. Perfect. It's gonna be just enough. Praise God.
Yay.
We got it. Okay. All right. And then these are the sunflower seeds. Dollar Tree, right? Or is this the? Oh, no, this is the actual ones we got from this. But I bought some also from the Dollar General, and they have them.
The other one?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, let me show them this one. These are 2 for $1. So go get you some seeds. They still have some at the Dollar General. All right, so we're not going to put this many, but what I think I am going to do is we're going to do 2 holes. One here. I always drop 2 because you don't know if they're going to take. Another hole here. We're going to be crazy. We're going to drop 3 in there. All right. Never know with this Texas heat. And then once these start getting established and come out, then we'll put some of that Texas native mulch. All right. We are ready to water everything. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run the water over it one more time. I know that you had already. Oh, did it get kinked somewhere else, or it's not coming in?
Yeah, this hose is going back.
Oh, there you go. I'm just gonna kind of re-water because to kind of dilute the fish emulsion. Only because if you have too much fertilizer and the heat, it will fry. So I'm just gonna kind of give also the leaves another rinse. Want to make sure that the leaves don't have all the dirt on them, but we're gonna go ahead and water our seeds. And Miss Cat, if you want to go ahead and make labels for zinnia and make a label for sunflower. I'm gonna clean this off. I'm gonna re-water these green bean seeds again. Dear Heavenly Father, we just ask, Heavenly Father, that you allow these plants to grow, to feed Cat's family in abundance. And we pray this over in Jesus' name, amen. Yes, you claim your harvest before it's even here. Mhm. And I know she already watered here, but you know what? You can never have too much water in this Texas heat. Alrighty. Alright, Miss Cat, I think the next time I come back, we're going to do some laundry basket planting.
Oh,
We'll do some sweet potatoes and potatoes.
sounds fun. All right. No,
Done, done, and
no.
done.
This is sunflower, right? No, this
Yeah,
is
that's
okay.
sunflower. The zinnias are on the side.
Gotta
That one right there, when more zinnias come up, you can always add more soil to it.
Okay.
I just talked about planting with cinder blocks.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's
yeah.
great. Ta-da!
Yay!
We're done. Be in my video.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Act normal.
It's okay. It's okay. Okay, you tell me when. Hey guys, it's Karina here, aka Mrs. Q. I had a really good time making this video with my friend, Miss Cat. She was actually a parent at one point, and I did teach all three of her children. And I just wanted to give credit to Miss Katie, because Miss Katie was her daughter, and she was the one that was doing the videoing. She was the camera woman yesterday. And my son's been recording, so that kind of gave him a break. Anyways, I just want to say something and just say how good God is. Yesterday in San Antonio, after this video, we actually got some rain, and I was very excited about that because after a while of having 5 days of heat, we needed the rain. But one thing I just want to say right now is how good God is. I know Miss Cat was really upset because after this video, her dog, she was so upset because her dogs had went into her little garden area. I don't know if y'all saw that little lattice part of the fence. We were siding it to block the dogs out of the way. Well, they went in, and she was very upset. And I just tried to calm her down. I was like, don't worry about it. Put it all together. She said some of this plants had gotten uprooted, and she put them back in. But, after that, we got a really nice rainstorm in San Antonio. So that was a blessing. That was God's way of letting her know it'll be okay. And sometimes that happens. But always remember, when the rain comes and the thunderstorms are gone, God brings back the good. And God will always have your back. So I just wanted to tell you I had a really good time planting with her. And we really enjoyed doing this. So I'm looking forward to planting with more friends.